what I wanted to talk about today was I reached out to Mike Andes. If for those that are in the lawn care landscaping industry, I'm pretty sure y'all have heard of Mike Andes. He's the owner. I don't want to say operator anymore. Oh, well, I think he does operate some locations, but anyway, he's the owner of Augusta Lawn Care, and that's a franchise company that he created. And I believe last time I checked, he had like 170 plus locations here in as of May of 2025. So pretty impressive. And he just throws out so much free game in the industry that is just, it should be illegal. But anyway, it's good for me because I will soak that up and just, I don't know, sometimes some things don't hit home, other things do. It just kind of depends on what's going on in my own life if something really hits home. But anyway, him and his team have been doing these turnaround episodes on YouTube where they go and fly out and visit a lawn service or some kind of home service company. And they'll pretty much just really hit on these main issues and how to go about it, give you a game plan, and then try to follow up in a few weeks to see if things got better. And in the episode, obviously, it's for entertainment. So you kind of have to make it a little bit more engaging, put some drama in it, some music, some sad, some happy, and it's super entertaining for me because I can relate to a lot of these stories. There are a lot of just, a couple of guys, a couple of girls just figuring it out. For the most part, they're pretty young. Every now and then, there are a couple older gentlemen, and I can relate to them too because it's everything evolves so fast. Business is evolving so fast that it's so easy to get left behind. And I can understand how these older guys are just not up to par with using CRMs or organizing this, organizing that. Especially if we don't come from a business background, and that's where I feel like the value is Mike comes in with all his knowledge and expertise in the service industry and just helps these guys and girls out by sort of giving them a sense of direction and a place to put their energy in. I can completely understand where you feel lost because there's 10 different fires and you have to touch each one at the same time or take turns, right? Because you only have two hands. So each fire only gets 30 seconds of your attention at a time. And so you don't get anywhere. You don't make any leeway because you're simultaneously juggling all these things. Anyway, the news is here that I wanted to break out to my fans, my three subscribers, is that I applied for the turnaround show and I actually had a call with their producer, Zach. I think his name was Zach. Super cool guy, very personable, great listener. And my hope is that they're planning to make a trip. Well, they're planning to make a trip here down to Texas, and they're going to visit Austin. I believe it was Houston, Dallas, and maybe some other cities. And I'm hoping to be on one of the routes. I'm hoping to have an episode. Regardless of the episode, I'm just hoping that they come and help me out. Like even if it becomes an episode or not, I'm gonna completely soak that whole half day up and just run with it. So if Mike says jump, all I gotta say is how high. Run, which direction? Hold your breath. Tell me how long. Like I'm super excited about this. Like I said, I sort of I don't know if it's confirmed, but I did talk to the producer and kind of let him know a little bit about us, and we'll see. Their plan was to probably come at the end of May, and I don't know. I'm not sure how long it takes for them to put episodes together and then post them. I'm sure it takes time, especially if they're on the road. So regardless, I'm just super excited to have the opportunity to have Mike just come visit my fucking office, slash old fucking bedroom slash my mom's house. And look at our fucking numbers, you know? Hey, here's a P&L. I don't know what half of this shit means. Can you help me? Hey, this is what's going on in our business. This is how much we're making. Where am I lacking? Like, hey, I'm too scatterbrained. What are three or ideally two things I can just completely direct my attention to? I just need a reset. I need a hard reset. My it's almost like in medical terms, you know, when you have like a VTAC or AFib or well, let's say VTAC, your heart's just fucking going crazy and it can't control itself. It can't self-regulate. So Mike is like that defibrillator. You come in, just shocks the damn heart, restarts it, and now you have a solid, steady beat instead of just. That's what I need right now. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I will definitely make videos to as updates come up. But so far, that's the plan. Had the call. I applied last week. Had the call with this producer on last Friday, and they told me the breakdown of kind of when they're expecting to be here in Texas, and I'm supposed to wait for an email to see what documents they want from me. It's like the financials, and we'll go from there. Hopefully, they come on a day where it's like perfect weather. We got a whole route of lawns or project, and that way they can get some badass footage. I want them to interview my guys, ideally my brother, even my dad. It doesn't matter. We're an open book, and let's just get the feel of this business. I want to understand everything. I'm going to be completely transparent. There's nothing to hide here, and because I know the more open I am, the more I'm going to gain from this. The more I allow Mike and his team to see everything, the better it is for me. So I will touch on one thing. Initially, I felt, for lack of better words, scared, and I'm like, why am I scared? What the fuck's wrong with me? It's stupid. But I think for a little bit of time, I felt nervous because I'm like, damn, I'm putting myself out there. This is gonna go on the internet. Uh, people people hate. You know what I mean? Like, people are always gonna hate no matter what. You can fucking cure cancer, and then there's someone out there that's gonna be like, oh, the motherfucker wasted, spent all this money. He could have done this instead. Like, there's always someone that's gonna hate, and that's something that I'm not used to, just because I'm not a public figure. Not that I'm gonna be, but it's just I've never had a situation where there's an opportunity for all these eyeballs to be on me, and that's a new experience for me. So that's why I think it naturally creates a little bit of fear, or I guess uncomfortableness. But regardless, like, it's stupid. Why would I care about what anybody thinks on the internet that I've never met in a comment section? I'm 34 years old. I'm a 34-year-old man with gray hair, had a lot of experience in my life. I've gone through things that are basically a fucking reality TV show, and I've made it on the other side, healthy. I would consider myself successful in life already at this point with the way things are going. They're not the best, I always want better, but compared to my surroundings, I feel like I'm living a pretty good fucking life. So why does the idea of some unknown, faceless, probably teenager or old school, old head comment would even affect me? It doesn't make sense. So anyway, I just want to touch on that because I had that like little stint of like uncomfortableness, a little like injection of fear, and it lasted for a couple days. But now looking back, I'm like, it's based on nothing. It's based on fantasy in my own head that's not based on reality. So I'm just gonna see it, hold it, grab it, and be like, all right, and then keep moving forward. So anyway, I'm excited. I'll keep y'all updated, and we'll see what happens.